Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I am here with AJ and Kevin of Lit. How
Hi.
are you?
Hey, good, Missy. How are you?
I am well. Are you guys liking Nashville right now?
Love Nashville every time.
Yeah?
It's our home away from home, and we're just counting down the days until we
bet.
can, come here and live here full time.
I was going to say, I heard a rumor that you're planning on moving here full time. Now, your brother already did, right?
He has a house here now, but hasn't been able to. Both our kids are in high school,
Right.
junior and senior this year. So it's once they decide where they're going to go to school, and we're kind of working around that a little bit.
I know you have a
Here.
lot of fans down there too. So you have a lot of fans in your hometown. And I know that some of them really enjoy seeing you guys at the slide bar. So are they going to be super sad when you're gone?
I mean, we rarely play slide bar. We kind of do impromptu jams, and but yeah, we were there drinking quite a bit. But we have our family is there, and we can, I don't see us ever being able to, right now we come to Nashville a lot to work and write and hang, and we have so many friends here. But if we were to make the move here, we would be doing the same thing, going back there. But we'd spend, get to spend more time here working and getting stuff done.
How has writing been for you guys out here? Because I read somewhere that the writing style was a lot different here than what you guys were used to.
Yeah, I mean, it was something that my brother started doing about 13 years ago, just kind of sort of by accident. He came here to play a guest guitar part on someone's record, and our manager at the time ended up scheduling a writing session with Jeffrey Steele and a couple other writers, and he just fell in love with the experience and wouldn't stop ranting and raving about it and saying, you guys got to come out here, you got to come out to Nashville and write. And we had our experience as writers was always in a warehouse with a bunch of beer and churned up to 11 and making noise, but we had a lot of success doing it that way. So my attitude was like, I don't really need to go anywhere else to write. I mean, we've been doing fine here. But then a few years later, I finally got on a plane, and I went out with him and scheduled some sessions. One of my first writing sessions was Jeffrey Steele, and he's just such a great friend now. Just anybody that's ever written with him or just knows him knows it's life changing. And I got the bug, and I wanted to book a next flight right after that. Book our next flight. Let's schedule more writes. And but yeah, so that was probably about 10 years ago for me. And Kevin's been out here working, and he's written out here, and we've recorded out here, and we just love it. We seem to get a lot more done. We're home. There's distractions. It's not the same kind of community that there is here for writers.
I know it's pretty amazing out here, and I hear that all the time. That the songwriter sessions out here, I mean, just everybody seems to just love it, and they connect, and they learn so much about each other, and they become family. Everybody becomes family, and they connect you with anyone you want to be connected to. It's amazing out here. It's like the biggest small town ever.
It's like you move here and everybody's vibe gets very positive, which is cool. Like, in LA, not to say anything, but yeah, everybody just seems a little bit cheerier here.
Yes.
If that's a word.
Well, I will admit I'm a recent transplant from Huntington Beach. So,
okay.
So awesome. I know all about the cheery vibe here versus what I encountered down there. So, and I love it. I've also encountered food issues. Have you guys encountered food issues, things that you're used to back in LA that you cannot find here?
Not so much anymore. I found that there's a lot of great restaurants here. I mean, they're popping up left and right. And when I first started coming here, it was like you couldn't find good Mexican food.
It's my number one.
Yeah, you can find. But there are a lot of great Mexican places. Not a lot, but there are a few that are just insane.
Yeah.
But we find great food here now.
See?
I
love that.
I know what you're talking about. That's touring Europe for us. That's just terrible.
I was going to say, how do you handle that when you go somewhere different and you cannot find anything that you...
I'm the one guy in the band that I always pack my bag, and my bunk right now has treats in it and everything. Like I have a box of vanilla wafers, so I never go without. I'm the guy. Oh yeah.
See, that's awesome. So fans, if you didn't know that, now you do. Well, let's talk about your new music. Oh my gosh, you guys kind of switched directions and switched gears a little bit and went more on the countryside, country rock. So how's that working out for you? Because I love it.
Thank you. We just actually, it wasn't really I guess we switched directions as far as what we put the Lit logo on and what we call the Lit record. They were songs that a lot of them had been written, a little earlier on, and with the intention that someone else might cut the song. But what we had done is we started talking about making a new Lit record, and we just went round and round about like, man, what do we want to do? This is kind of feeling a little bit stagnant. I'm not that motivated to go on tour right now. I don't want to keep playing, I don't want to make a continuation of the last record. So creatively, we were in Nashville. Creatively, we were writing country songs, and I started putting my vocal on some of the demos, and we just started really digging it. And we're like, you know what? Some people are going to be a little bit surprised that it does seem, if you haven't been following us like in real time, you'd be like, wow, that was like overnight shift. But really, as writers and as artists, we had already been sort of growing and evolving into this. But yeah, we wrote with, like saying Jeffrey Steele. Yeah. He's a writer on this record on at least one of my favorite songs. But Jonathan Singleton, and just so Corey Crowder, who also produced the record. But just so many killer writers, and we're really proud of it. This is like, it's probably, and everyone says about their newest record, but it's definitely one of my, favorite records we've ever recorded.
Well, we all love it. And I know, I read that it was released on the 13th, right? That's what I read. It was supposed to be released on the 13th.
There was a pledge. We did a pledge music campaign, so there was a pre-order, and the pledgers got an advance copy, which is like a limited edition vinyl, and a batch of songs that will be on the new record. But we've recorded more, so we're adding more. We're gonna, we'll put it in. I think right now the release date is August 10th.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, so we're, it's the modern day of, how are you going to get your music out? Do you want to do one single at a time? Do you want to put the whole record? Right. We're definitely putting the full record out, and we're just, we've been trying to find the right home for it and the right way to do it, and now it looks like it's finally going to get out there.
Well, and the beauty of music these days is you have the ability to be really creative with, just how you release it, how you get it out there to your fans, and the way that you guys connect to your fans too, by the way. I've watched several of your live videos, and I love the fact that you guys comment to your fans and you'll shout out to them. And not a lot of people do that. A lot of people will do their live videos and they'll read comments later and then later on go back and like them, whatever. But you guys actually interact with your fans a lot, which is what I absolutely look for in an artist, and I love that about you guys. So I want to know what prompted you guys to do that, and have your fans given you a really good reception for the
They have given us a good reception to the new album and stuff. Of course, there's a handful of people that are, but it doesn't matter if we would have put out a hard rock album or what. Your last one was better, and how come you don't do this? And everybody's got an opinion. But as far as reaching out to the fans on social media, anybody that knows us knows that we were always that band. After the show, we'd be out in the audience hanging out. Unless we're leaving right after the show, what else are we gonna do? It's just like we want to hang out, meet some people, and we're still fans of a lot of music, so we go to a lot of shows. So we're always on both sides. We're the band on stage, but we're also the guys in the audience, and we're fans. So we want to take care of and meet and greet and all that, and answer people's questions as much as we can.
I know the thing
we've done that for years.
About the social media thing, you're talking about that. I think that connection. I personally kind of fought it for a while because I like the idea. I used to love the idea of the mystery behind the artists that you love, and you didn't know what their house looked like. You didn't know once they left the sage, you were lucky enough to get it back. If you got a backstage pass, you got to see the other side of it. But now it's like if you don't post backstage video, you're kind of like you're going to start losing interest from certain fans. And now I think I've not only come around to accept it, but I actually enjoy. After a show, we get on the tour bus and we start winding down. We'll have a glass of wine, whatever in the bus. Some guys go a little heavier than that, but I love laying down in my bunk at night. When I'm falling asleep, I scroll through my Instagram, my Facebook, and I look at I get messages from people that were at the show that night, and it's immediate. Wow. I love this tonight, and I get to interact a little bit. I don't go, it's not like I'm sitting there chatting with people all night long, but I do love that connection. Yeah. And it's something that never existed before. Exactly.
Now, do you find that that's actually helped you when creating your set list with the responses that they give you after a performance?
Sometimes, if we get a longer set, the influence of a recommendation or request will definitely come into play.
Nice. Yep. Nice.
Not always, but we try.
So for those who don't know, where can they find you? Where can the fans find you?
Well, our handle's Lit Band Official.
On both Facebook and on everything. Twitter. Yep.
All right. Well, you guys heard them, so check them out on social media, follow them, like their pages, grab their music, and get to a show near you soon. Until next time, guys, we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.